Hi, Lori Morse, your guide in creating a healthy heart. So, as much as the research recognizes that diet and exercise and not smoking, if you're currently smoking, stopping smoking, are major contributors to reversing heart disease and creating a healthy heart, what is being more understood is that they're not actually enough to facilitate regression or reversal of any heart disease that has been coming online, whether or not you have symptoms or not, whether or not you have literal blood markers calling it out. So, research shows that managing stress and emotions is even more helpful than exercise. Can you believe that? Like, how much is exercise and healthy eating talked about, right? And now they're starting to understand that how we manage our stress and how we manage our emotions is even more important to heart regression and reversal and creating a healthy heart. So, and it's interesting because science, leading science, puts our heart as the center of our intelligence, our decision making power, our memory, and the seat of our consciousness and emotions. So it's like our throne, it's like our sacred altar, and yet very few of us have a really good connection with our heart because most of us have placed our attention on creating a relationship with our mind. There's nothing wrong with the human mind. It's quite brilliant, actually, but it isn't the whole show. And so I'm inviting you to be in willingness to cultivate a broader and a deeper relationship with your heart so that you can have access to some of that higher wisdom. I mean, a lot of ancient wisdom, Chinese medicine considers that the heart is the seat of our soul and the center of our consciousness. And so when we use our heart as a portal and as a gateway to everything that we are, the love that we are, the ways that we connect to the broader field of love that I'm fond of saying the entire fabric of the universe is love, but we can only access through our heart, not our head. Then we can start understanding, well, why nutrition is helpful and really, really important, and while moving our body is vital, and those are all important, we can't leave our emotional connection, we can't leave our heart connection, and we can't leave our spiritual connection um, off the table. Otherwise, we won't get ourselves very far. And especially if you have clear signs of heart, of heart issues that need to be put in regression or reversed. So there's another thing that is interesting about this, and that is that um, for a long time, for many years, some say about 5,000 years, there's been an imbalance in the masculine feminine energy, and that it's shifting in our human consciousness at this point in time. And that the masculine energy has been exploring power, and there's been plenty of abuse of power, as we can witness in our world today, and that the feminine has abdicated power, and that what's happening now is that the feminine is coming up to have right relationship with power, and that the masculine is learning right relationship with power instead of stepping over the line. So a lot of times when we talk about the word power, men love that word, and in general, I'm doing broad brush strokes here, so if you don't mind giving me a little bit of leeway here, and in general, women are less inclined to reach for power because they don't want it to play out the way we have seen it played out for so long. But there's a different version of power that I would ask you to consider, and I would ask you to go into your heart and be an inquiry about, and that is the power that the heart holds. So it's ancient, it's wisdom, it's intelligence, and it's based in love. And the more and more of us who are willing to come forward and claim that power through our heart center, not only will hearts heal dramatically, but B, we'll find ourselves living in a different flavor of world power. And it's you don't have to save the world. I don't have to save the world, but I do have to tend to my own heart. And I'm inviting you to consider the same of yourself. It's important that you tend your heart. And this is why I am devoted to being a guide for creating a healthy heart, because it includes all of this. It includes nutrition, it includes movement, it includes our relationship with time, it includes all the things that we've been talking about in this Heart Health Month. And tending our emotions is one of the big, big pieces. And so, Yeah, thank you for your consideration on that, and let me know what you think about that, what your feelings are, what comes up for you when you consider the idea of tending your heart and of being willing to release some of the old emotional energy that's just not serving you anymore, in favor, because what always replaces old, dense, no longer serving energy, if we're intentional about this, is love. So we're releasing, just like in composting, we're letting the old break down so that we can sprout something new, something that's vital and nourishing for us, whether it's a flower or a plant to eat. And it's the same idea. There's analogies all over life if you look. I love the idea of looking for that which is hidden in plain sight. And this just happens to be one of those analogies. So thank you for your consideration of allowing your heart to show you the way to your inner strength, your inner wisdom, your inner intelligence, your inner consciousness, and your inner power. Okay, thank you.